Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to StarRupture. So, I'm over here at what was going to be my second base, where all of the wolframite was, and then that lovely bit of titanium I got over there, and the calcium right there. And I came over here, and I started building. So I've got a pure node right there, and then just over here, around the corner, get all the way over here. I've got two more over here, but these are both regular nodes. And I've got all three of them running up to here and then going up there. So these first two smelters are going to be smelting wolframite. Uh, this one here is going to be calcium. And then these two are going to be titanium. So I built some ramps here and over there, and that one on that side. So that I could actually get up here because I raised it up a little bit. We've got all of our calcium down there. Those two on the right are going over to a launcher over there, which is going back to that base over there. And then that one back there and this one over here are running up this line and then splitting off and going into these three machines here. I haven't run my helium in here yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to run it down this side or if I can run it on the other side of that rock. Kind of hoping I can go on the other side of the rock. But I put this in here so that I'd be able to get down here and back up again. Because it really wasn't much fun having to go all the way over there and around just to get up there. So the line for the titanium is right there. It is run all the way back to the miners that are back there. I've got as far as putting in the smelters. And the other day, I was playing around and I had one or two things right here. And then for some strange reason, like a fool, um, I didn't save my game before I left. And so all I had was the autosaves. So I lost all the progress that I had. Oh, we're dehydrated. Oh, how nice. I'll drink something. Um, so all the stuff that I did, um, I had put in a furnace right here. I had made a bunch of stuff, and then I'd gone back over here to this hab, grabbed a few things, and headed back over to that one and made myself a whole bunch of other stuff so that I'd be able to come back here or yeah, and finish off some stuff here, but also um down here. We've got this wolframite right here, titanium up there, calcium there, and then of course we've got this helium right here. Now this helium was going to get split between this manufacturing base and this one. I was thinking I might just run a line from there, come over this way, and run it all the way down to here. And I was going to build a manufacturing facility right here because got a relatively flat area there. But yeah, last night I jumped into the game and I was like, yep, I got all my materials ready. I've got the so there's tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 building materials. I currently have 4,692 tier 1, the basic building materials. and I had gone back over there and made myself about 1,000 of the tier two, and I was going to go back to that base over there, finish it off, put in a couple of um, a couple of mega presses, and then also I was going to put in cargo and receiver well, I was going to put in a cargo dispatcher there for sure. Uh, I need and a cargo receiver. I actually need to put in one there, and then I need to put a receiver over there. But when I came into the game last night, I realized I hadn't saved anything. So all the progress I made on that base over there, gone. The materials that I had built, all gone. So now I have to run all the way back over to that manufacturing base over there and do it all again. Because the other night when I was in here and I built all that tier 2 building material and stuff, um, I was probably working on that for 2 hours and lost it all. So, not overly happy with myself about that one. I saw you there, didn't I? I thought I saw one of those plants there. Guess not. Slide down here. There's two right there. Three. Ooh, I will take them. So yeah, now I'm gonna have to go back over here and kind of interrupt my production over there in order to make stuff that I need. And I just realized I had stuff that I could have used back at that base. Yeah. Okay. Um, all right. Well, I'm going to head back to this base back here, grab a couple of things that I need there, and then we're going to head back over to this base, and I'm going to make the rest of the stuff that I need, as well as the tier 2 building materials. And then we will head back to this spot over here, and I'm going to set up a manufacturing base much like the one that I've got there. Because I kind of want to have two bases going at the same time, sending the same materials, because it's at the point right now that it's going to take absolutely forever uh, to get enough stuff sent up to those guys that that I'll be able to progress in the game at all. Really, um, a lot of the materials that I'm sending up right now are at the 116,000 mark right now. So getting those orders fulfilled is going to be tough. So, yeah, if I can have even that one over there, this one here, and that one over there all sending the same stuff, then it's going to go a lot quicker. Um, this base at the moment, there's not a whole lot here, but we're at 23% for clever robotics. And that's going to get me storage depot level 2. And that is currently 116,000. And then after that is the large personal storage, the multi-rail 5, rail V3, multi-storage, and expandable storage. I want all the stuff that I can get from Moon right now. So solar generator V2 is going to cost 116,000, and it keeps doubling every level you go up. Griffiths, not so worried about the war bonds. The inventory upgrade I want, the defense tower, more war bonds, and these lems, they're okay. Selenian, on the other hand, we are at 262,000 to get the assembler, which is what I need to make electromagnets, resonators, scanners, condensers, all kinds of stuff like that. And then we've got some LEMs there. So I've only got 2 left on Selenian. Future health, kind of need the compounder for the liquid helium there, and other stuff. But, oh, I hear you out there. Come here. Hi. Yeah, I hear you spraying. They're getting annoying. I'm gonna have to put up some defenses at this base. One over here somewhere just to protect this place, and then maybe one over by those miners, and then a couple over there. Stuff I need from here. I want these. And what else do I want? I can send that thing up. Actually, can I? Nope, won't let me send it. Okay, so I can't analyze this. That's unfortunate. Yeah, yep, I want those. I've got 2. It's not enough to make anything, but I want 2. Oh, are you kidding? I thought I had cages here. My bad. All right, I'll take the glass. Nothing there. I'll take that glass. And 2 more glass. We got 4 beams. Why do I have plates? I don't think I need titanium sheets, but I do need glass. Ah, right. I keep forgetting about the storage over here. There's nothing in the middle ones there. And nothing in those ones. I've cleared them out. Okay, so that's my spawn point at the moment. All right, I need to go back over to that base. And I got to get some stuff from there. Right. I need the titanium housings, and I've got a bunch of them stored at the other base over there. So, yeah, meet you over there. Okay, we've made it back to this base. Where? Yeah, I lost all the progress. Oh, that is frustrating. Okay, I need titanium housing. I will take 4 of those. Thank you. Let's go back over here for a second. What do I need to make that? Okay, I've got the housings. I've got glass. I need inductors. I do not have inductors. Okay. So I can drop the plates. Right. I do not need the beams. For some reason, I was thinking I needed the beams. I have no inductors at the moment. You know what? This thing is kind of random. I found it on one of my little exploration trips, so I will leave it there for now. Um, right. I was going to grab more glass. Nope, not there. There it is over there. Okay. Okay, so 3 of those. So now I've got 4 glass, 4 titanium. Um, I did need that, right? Yes. Well, we need the inductors. Okay. So I'm going to interrupt production over here for a little bit because I need these guys right here to make me some stuff. Um, who's gonna make it? What do I need to make inductors? Pipe, wire, and ceramics. Okay. Let's go with that. Which is going to stop these two and pretty much stop those. So, yes, we need to clear the way. Okay, so there we go. There's our wire coming in. Lots and lots of wire. That's a good thing. I see ceramics coming this way. No, I don't. Thought I did. I do not. Oh, yep, there's a couple right there. All right. Apparently I'm just blind. I couldn't see them. All I saw was wire coming. I was like, but I need other stuff. Um, you're making rods. You're making rods. Plates. Calcite sheets. Wolfram wire. Rotors. Plates. And stabilizers. Okay. We are not making the things I need. Okay. You can keep making sheets. You are no longer going to make those. You're going to make beams. Yes, I know. Oh, well, it was a problem for a second. Not anymore. Okay, you guys make tubes. I need plates and bars. Or, yeah. So, oh, I've got you making beams. No, I want you making tubes. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that should cure that. Yep, there we go. So we've got plates coming in, we got bars coming in, and that should cure whatever ails it. Okay. So now that's going to feed into here. We've got that. We need ceramics. Wait. And ceramics are made in these. What are you making? Heat resistant sheets. You're making glass. Okay. You, my friend, are no longer making glass. You're going to make the inductors. Oh, more. Oh, here comes more helium. That should be the end of that. Okay. you, I'm going to turn you off. Take that. And you're going to make ceramics. Oh my god. Helium, go away. Why are you coming here, Helium? Drop the tubes, drop those. I don't have any ceramics on me at the moment. How are you doing? You're not getting the things you need. Ah, you're backed up. Okay. There we go. And we've got a backlog over here with this machine. Why? You need ceramics. Are you full? No. There you go. Okay. It's full of those, but not the tubes. Okay. Okay. And we need ceramics going there, which is this guy. We've got nothing plugging it up there, and it has not received any... Wait. Oh, God. Wolfram powder. I've run out of room. And I've done that very badly. That should be making wolfram powder. That should be making ceramics. That should be making, or no, that should be making ceramics. That should be making something else. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking this direction, went that direction. I'm going to fix this and be right back. Okay, so Vaptura just exploded a little while ago. So I thought, oh no. Are you kidding? Oh, great. I was going to go in there just now and set up one of these, or not a refinery, uh, a sulfur extractor. But now I can't. It's producing gas. Or maybe I can. Let's try it. Nope. Won't let me put it in there. Not while there's gas present. Oh, man. Really thought I was going to be able to get in there and do that. Apparently I took too long over there before I came over here. So I'll have to wait for the next eruption. So right after the star erupts and everything is burned off, there's no gas coming out of there, and you can actually go in there and put those sulfur extractors in there. But once the gas comes back, you can't place one in there. It won't let you. So you can see the place where it should go, but with the gas present, we can't do that. So we wait. Which means running all the way back over there, which isn't too much further now. Just gotta wait for our stamina to get back up. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'll bring you with me, sure. So, just over here. Hopefully they haven't spawned here yet. Um, we're just gonna slide down here. And right over this rock. Oh, look, there they are. Yep, they have spawned. Okay. Little buggers. Here they come. That's okay. We'll just jump off this cliff because they've got a problem with that. Well, would you like to meet? Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'll use my gun. Uh, the ones that I need to get rid of are those little buggers back there. Little acid spitters back there. Come on. Thought there was one over there. Where are you? No, no. Come on. Poke your nose out. He was right there. Oh, I saw him. There he is. Tricky little guys. They will run from you, the acid spitters. And I thought I saw one over here somewhere. Oh, there's one. Oh, well. Come on. No, no, no. Come say hi. All right. I'll reload. Tell you what, I'll meet you over here. Got him. So I don't see any more around here. Cool. All right, I think we're good. Didn't lose too much health. So this is that spot right there is where I'm thinking of building my third manufacturing plant right on this open patch right here. Because we've got titanium right there. Our calcium is right there already set up. I just need to turn my miners around to face this way. We've got wolframite right here. And of course, we've got that helium just over there. I may just use drones to go from that helium over to here. Looks like I'm going to need to clear out one or two things here. I'm going to grab these because food. Oh. Well, hello there. You can die. You too. Did you bring friends? No? Oh, that's a mistake. Should have brought friends. Might have stood a chance. I like the fact that those ones aren't too hard to take down. And I'll take you. No note here. Excellent. All right, well, put that away. I'm going to set this up the way I had it before I lost everything. Okay, you're nothing. So I started the manufacturing up here. I had two wolframite miners over there, two titanium up there. Turned those two calcium around to face this way. I had a habitat right there and two launchers as well, just on top of this rock. And I'm going to do that again. Ooh, look, hydrobulbs. Yes, I will take all your bulbs. Gimme. All the bulbs, yes, because I need to make water stuff. Otherwise, you know, we die of thirst. Okay, so right up here on top of this rock is where I was going to put my tab. So, right, I need to put a base core in. Totally forgot about that. And the place to put it is right over there, just at the base of the titanium, in order to get maximum coverage on this area. I hear a bug. Where are you? I heard you squeal. Where'd he go? Probably up there somewhere. That kind of sucks, because when I go to put the miners up there, they're going to come down. All right. Well, let's put this up. Use the drone. So if I put it right about here, then that means that over there on that rock, or on that rock right there, I will be able to put my tab. It's going to cover all of the, well, not quite all of it, but enough. It's going to cover 2 of the wolfram deposits, and then it goes all the way up over here. So it covers all the titanium. Fantastic. So, I suppose I could have raised that up a little more, but meh, whatever. Let's take this thing out of here. It's just kind of an eyesore sitting there. It's not doing anything good there. Take the helium, take that. Ha! Take that helium. Calcium. Okay, let's go put in our wolframite mines, or miners over here. Boop. I will put one right here. We're going to face you that way. And this one is ×4, so that's a regular vein. Put that away. Maybe another one over. You're outside of it. No. Well, I can put one on that one back there. That's. Oh, and there's one over there too. Sure, let's put one over here. What are you? You're a regular. Okay, that's all I need is 2. So let's run a line from here. Let's go over this way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come back down here. Yeah. Like that. And then oh, I forgot about that. Let's put in. I want to put that in. Yeah, let's put this one in here. Put this anywhere really. Let's put it about there. Run a line from here to there. And then let's go from there over to there. Now these two run into that. Production is going to start right here. So now we need to go up to the titanium. I'll get to the calcium in a minute. The titanium is way up there, so it's slightly closer than the titanium than calcium. And I get to grab these things along the way. Because I need to make food packs. It's a nice little run getting up here. I don't see any bugs. That's a good thing. So this is a regular titanium. So is that one. And then we've got a low-grade titanium down over there. So let's take a little run over here. And we'll put an ore excavator in there. Face it that way. Another one there. Put that away. And let's go. Actually, let's go down here. Okay, those two. Let's go with. Yeah, let's go with a rail connector. Want to be able to see what I'm working with here. Yeah, let's put the rail connector there. And then we'll run a line from there. Oops. To there. Then from there into there. And then let's go from here. Start heading down this way. Yep, that'll work. Oh, we're too far away. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll put that one right there. Okay, it's quite a ways to go to get down there, but that's all right. Now I need to go over, switch around the calcium over there, bring that over to that spot over there, because that side that the wolframite is on is going to be the back side of the facility. So my smelters are going to be over there, and then I'm going to have fabricators, furnaces, and my mega presses are going to be over here, and then the orbital launchers are going to be there. Fortunately, I'm close enough to that base that if there is any Ruptura activity, I can get over there if I need to. But right now, I'm going to put a hab in. Oh, that puts me outside the base area. That sucks. Okay. What if we put it, say, here? Where's my guy? Right there. Okay. And then we go here and we put launchers. Right there. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Now I want. Yeah. Grab these. Let's go here. Put an airlock in. You know what? Let's put an airlock right there. And then I'm going to have to put one of the supported platforms. Yep, let's go there. And then put an extendable walkway from there to there. Cool. Now I can get up in there. All right. Let's go switch those two around. Get them over here. And yeah. So this is going to take a minute. So I'm going to get those two switched around, get lines run over here, and then I'm going to get started on most of what's going in there. Um, I've got enough building materials for everything. So once I get most of that done, I'll come back and show you what I've got. Okay, so Ruptura just blew its top. And I've got everything set up here except for the smelters back there. So I started with the Mega Press, set it. I haven't set the orbital launchers yet. Then I went through and I set the 3 furnaces here to make. So this one is making heat resistant sheets, which needs glass, titanium sheet, and wolfram plate. This is making glass, which needs calcium powder and helium-3. This is making calcium powder. I've got 2 lines running off of this line into this machine to relieve it at that end and here. And then this line here, because that one is making calcium sheets, they're just going to come out and go straight down here and into that machine right there. And then calcium blocks are also going to come down this line and go straight over to the Mega Press. I've created a loop. Okay, it won't let me put the drone up. Maybe it will. Oh, yep, there we go. Just hitting the wrong button. So I've created a loop here that goes completely around these guys. So that will make blocks, which will go up this line and feed into that machine, but also bypass that machine around here and go down that line over to the Mega Press. Titanium is coming down here and getting put into those 2 machines, which is getting fed into the loop here. Wolframite is coming off of those 2 machines and then coming into these 2 and then getting fed into the loop over here. And some of the machines over here are making wolfram plates and stuff like that. And then I've got titanium bars and plates and all that right there. My calcium is coming from there down this line into this machine only because I only need 1 machine working the calcium. And then of course I've got a receiver right here which is feeding into this machine and into the Mega Press because they both need helium. And that's what this is going to be capturing from over there. So now, I've probably wasted too much time standing here talking about this and not getting over there, and I'm not going to be able to put in my my sulfur extractors, but that's okay. I can wait until the next breach. Okay, we set those guys. Now that they're set, there we go. We've got wolframite feeding in. Calcium should be coming down. Yep, I can see calcium right there coming down the line. And we've got titanium coming down this line. So this is almost complete except for the helium. So I'm going to get over there and we're going to set up a drone transport over at those 2 helium that are right over here and get them moving over here. So yeah, I'll see you over there. Okay, so back over here at this one. I've hooked up the transporter here, or the dispatcher, into these 2. And there goes one, but I'm wondering which direction it's going to go because I have 2 receivers. I'm hoping it's going to that one. Um, I had to put this here just so that I would have power here for this. So now um, I'm gonna have once I once I finish running that line over to there and I start finish building that one there, I'll have some power over there. Now I got to figure out where that helium is going because it appears to be going into a fairly high orbit. So yeah. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, um, over here, where that sulfur is over there, I actually managed to make it in time, and I dropped a sulfur extractor in there and ran a line out, so I can connect to that line. So the extractor is sitting there, and then the line runs out, and I can connect into that and be running sulfur over to this plant here, or put a cargo dispatcher there and be running it over to that plant or that plant, wherever I need it, really. Um, I didn't have enough coverage. There were 3 spots that I could put a sulfur extractor in there. Um, but my shield right there only covered one of the nodes. So that's all I was able to get. Are these idiots going to be sitting here again? Seems like every time there's a rupture, these guys are always sitting around here somewhere. I don't hear or see anybody. Oh, I see one right there. Okay, yeah, you stay up on the hill over there. I don't need you coming down over here. I don't need any over here either. Um, so hopefully that helium that I've got coming uh, from those extractors is coming over here. Okay, there's that thing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to name these things um, as far as my cargo receivers go, because I don't know which one is which. Um, Question is this one getting the helium? I'm not seeing anything coming from up there. Which one are you? You have helium. You're just not spitting it out. Why? Okay, we are going to call you planes because you're out here. Okay, you are on. You've got helium, you just don't have that. Okay, we've got a bottleneck on this, in the system. Yeah, I was afraid of that. So with just having that single line running around there, that's not working. Ah, man. Hoping it would, but apparently not. Okay, that relieved a little bit of tension there, but not enough. Okay. So I'm going to need to get up there. So let's put one of these down here. And then I'm going to put a walkway up to there so that I can get up here because I'm going to need to manually grab stuff off there. So I thought having these lines come off here would be a good idea. Let's actually move this line and let's put it Going from there to there. Not that that helps a whole lot. One over there, one over here. And then we've got that line there. Okay. So most of these aren't getting anything. And this is the bottleneck right here. Okay. So we're just going to do this. That's not helping. Oh, quit looking at the machine. Okay. That was the bottleneck. Okay. Well, partially the bottleneck. Oh, stuff coming out of this machine should be going, yep, down that way. We're getting calcium blocks going that way. We're getting other stuff moving. That is fantastic. Okay, so this is getting the blocks to make the powder. Feeding into here, which has got helium. Now it's getting powder. Helium's coming out of there. This is making that stuff. Are you doing anything? I don't think you are. You're not getting stabilizers at the moment. Oh, because stabilizers would have to make the entire loop around over to here in order to come down this line to hit here and go into there. There went a heat sheet. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I've got that line running out of there into there. Let's take that line out. We're going to run a line from there instead to here. And we're going to run a line from here over to here and then continue that line over into, I can't do that. I need to move these two. Okay. So you need to run there. You can run there. And then you can run there. There we go. So now stabilizers, when they get made over here, are going to come straight down this line and into there. Because stabilizers, I believe, are being made in this one on the end here. Right? No. All right, then who's making stabilizers? You're making rods. You're making rods. Plates. You're making stabilizers. I need rotors. I need rotors. You need to make rotors, my friend, which means you need wire and... Oh, no, 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 no. What are you making? Plates. Oh, I hear friends. Over here attacking my mega press. Oh, it was one of those guys. Came and blew up on there. Okay. Anyone else care to come by? No? Okay then. If nobody else wants to drop by, that's fine. Okay, it's going to slow things down slightly, but that's making plates, stabilizers. You're making plates, rods, and rods. Okay, we're going to turn you off. Take that, and you're going to make wire. Yes, I know. So now I should get wolfram coming into here. Blocks. to make wire, which is then going to go over there with rods to make rotors. Okay. Yeah, it's going to slow things down a little bit. But that is everything I need to make uh, the uh, bleh, nozzles, which I'm going to ship off right away. We're going to go around this way. Oh, there they are up there having a meeting. How can we screw his day up now? Well, let's see. Okay, you go over there. You blow up on that machine. I'm going to go over there and blow up on that one. Okay, you're going to send that. You're going to go to Clever, send that. There we go. Everything is set up to go once we start getting things. Why don't we just, go say hi to the neighbors? I mean, I'm sure they would really appreciate it. Hey, buddy. You know what? We'll switch over to this one because I've got stabilizer on this one. So, hi. Peekaboo. You didn't bring friends? Where's your little buddies? Whatever. Didn't need to bring their friends. Can do without it. But yeah, that is everything needed to make the nozzles in order to send off to those guys. So, yeah. Should be getting everything over here now. Still have not gotten any stabilizers yet. Disappointing, but it will work itself out. These guys are all set. So, yeah, we still just need wolfram wire there, which this one is supposed to be making. But the wolfram wire is coming out of those two over there, which means it's got to come up here, go down the line, around, come all the way around here, and into here in order to make wolfram wire. Wait, I turned it off. That's why. All right, rookie. There we go. Oh, that one's on. Oh my god. I am making just some really stupid mistakes here. Turning machines off and then forgetting to turn them back on. That's why my stabilizers aren't getting made. But this is kind of working right now. So we've got 5 smelters back there, 7 fabricators, 3 furnaces, a cargo receiver bringing us helium, and 1 megapress going into 2 orbital launchers. And all that's going to come out of there is the nozzles that are going to go up there. And later on, when things change and I need a different recipe coming out of there, I can always change this layout because I've got 4 materials going in there right now. We are at 30% right now with these guys. Fantastic. I've only got 523 basic materials, 632 intermediate materials. I've got stuff here that I don't need to be carrying. Oh, that's getting down. Take one of those. Feel much better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start dumping these materials in here so that if I need them, they're here. And so if I need to prime any of my machines here, I hear stuff being launched. I heard that. There goes one. Oh, there goes a launch. I see you. And no, you want more. Oh, there she goes. Over to that portal, which is going to send it back to Earth. So yeah, there we go. It is working. Having the double lines running two different directions around these machines isn't bad, but having multiple lines coming off of here to relieve this line right in front of those machines and send stuff to the furnaces and the mega press really helps, because the backside of this line looks fairly busy because we've got stuff coming out of all five of these smelters feeding onto that line and going that way. But then it's not going very far and it's just feeding into these. But then stuff's coming out the front and some of it is looping back around to other machines and some of it's going over there to those machines. So, yeah, there we go. That's one factory up and running here, which is feeding stuff over to that one corporation that I'm sending stuff to. And then, okay, so that's this base sending stuff to them, and this base over here that's sending the same stuff up to them. So we've now increased our production to those guys. Now I got to come back over here and finish setting up this base, and then I'll have three of them going. I may put all three of them on the same corporation, sending them stuff. Um, I haven't quite decided yet. Maybe I'll have two of them sending stuff to one corporation, and then have the third one sending off to someone else. And then when these guys are done sending the stuff to the one corporation that I want, once I've got all the stuff I need from them, like the LEMs and stuff, they're nice, but I don't really need them. Um, more concerned with sending product to the corporations in order to get more machines than I am in getting the war bonds or the LEMs. So, yeah, I'm going to concentrate on that stuff. Definitely going to have to set up some defenses around here. Um, but I do want to get those uh, turrets set up because then I can have an offshoot on one side, feeding stuff into there, making ammunition for those turrets. And I will probably end up sending stuff over. Well, I'll probably end up putting a turret, say, over there, or even right there on the corner of my hab, and then maybe putting one right here. Maybe put one right on that rock right there, one over on that side, and then maybe one over there as well. We'll see. I'll put a ring of them around this. Might have to put some over there by the miners and up by the titanium miners here, and possibly one or two over there by the calcium as well, because these guys are definitely going to be, because there is a spawn point right over there, and there's another spawn point just up over here. So they are going to be coming in and attacking my base on a fairly regular basis. But if I've got something there to deter them, then great. Uh, Back at this base up here, I've got them deployed all down this side of the base. And so far, since I put those guns in, I've only seen the aliens come down out of the hills once to try and attack my base. And it was not a good time for them. Uh, the one gun on the corner took care of them pretty easily. So, yeah. But I'm definitely going to have to set up some defenses around this place. But I want to get that other turret that I can, because then I can feed supply lines like those into those guns and be supplying them with ammo all the time and not have to constantly go back and refill them. But we've now gone over an hour again. So I'm going to get out of here, get this video posted, and I will come back again on Thursday and we will continue our little adventure here. So until next time, I'll catch you later.